Hello, everyone. Amanda Williams, MD, MPH, here with you today. And I want to talk to you about mushrooms and talking specifically about utilizing mushroom extract and how this can be beneficial for your overall health. Oftentimes, when people hear about the medicinal use of mushrooms, a lot of times the focus goes towards the immune system. And that makes an awful lot of sense because that's where the majority of the initial studies really kind of focused on was the immune boosting benefits of different types of mushrooms. And when you think about incorporating mushrooms as part of your supplementation routine, I want you to understand that there are more utilizations for these very powerful extracts besides just for your immune system. If it was just for the immune system, that'd be great just in and of itself. But we certainly know, just based off of scientific research, that the mushrooms can do so much more. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this, kind of give you an overview as to how mushrooms are actually working. So when we think about having mushrooms in like their whole food form, we understand that these are packed with a wonderful amount of a whole broad spectrum of key nutrients that can be beneficial for our health. So we can look at vitamins and minerals, we can look at natural antioxidants, fiber, even essential fatty acids are contained within mushrooms. Now, from one variety of mushroom to the next, you're going to have variations. We know that mushrooms are powerful antioxidants, and a lot of research as of recently has been looking at that. And when you start to kind of break that down, that's why mushrooms is kind of spun from its world of immune boosting benefits into the world of anti aging. And it kind of makes sense because when you think about the immune system, the healthier our immune system is, hence one would think you're going to have better longevity. So this is one of the areas of focus. So at Penn State University, they were looking at the different types of specific antioxidants that are actually derived from the mushroom itself. So, what they were able to decipher down were two different, really powerful and active constituents that are coming from the mushrooms. So, those would include ergothioneine along with glutathione. So, you've probably heard us talk about glutathione before. This is one of the body's most important antioxidants. And what glutathione does is it helps to support proper metabolic detoxification. So throughout the liver, but not just limited to the liver and detoxification. We know that glutathione is very powerful in terms of fending off oxidative stress throughout the entire body, including when we think about our brain, which is why oftentimes when people are dealing with different types of conditions, even when we look at central nervous system disorders, we have found that the utilization of higher amounts of glutathione oftentimes can be very, very beneficial. So researchers at Penn State, they said, well, let's kind of like just extract out the mushroom, look at the powers that be. And that is what they were able to determine was that the amount of the ergothioneine along with that glutathione really helped the body to fend off all of this damaging free radicals and oxidative stress. So, hey, we can now categorize it into that lovely world of anti aging. So, anything we can do to support our little cells, always a good thing. Now, let's just talk about the fact that we know that the immune system really enjoys a nice variety or broad spectrum of exposure to different types of mushrooms, which is why we have our mushroom HX, which has 8 different types. It includes things like reishi mushroom, it has shiitake mushroom in this, it has cordyceps mushroom and turkey tail. So it's just loaded down with all of these really powerful types and varieties of mushrooms. So when you're taking a capsule of this, you're getting a really super high punch of all of those powerful constituents that are extracted and derived from nature, which is a great thing. So now let's look at another study that was originally focusing on immune system. In this particular study, this was done just up the road here. Well, it's actually kind of far from here. So I'm in South Florida, and Gainesville is roughly, I don't know, about 5 hours up to the north. And so, University of Florida. So, where the Gators are, this is where they did some really kind of groundbreaking mushroom research. And they were looking to see the immune benefits of mushrooms. So they pooled a group of younger people together who were technically healthy, and they gave them shiitake mushrooms, 4 ounces of shiitake mushrooms, and they had them take this as part of their dietary intake. So it was the actual mushrooms themselves, and they had them take them home, cook them, use 4 ounces of the mushrooms every single day for 4 weeks. And at the end of that 4 weeks, what they did is they went back through and they retested their blood. What they were able to determine was not only the benefits that they could see within the innate and adaptive immune system, but what was really amazing was seeing the correlation between that just 4 week exposure of having mushrooms in their diet and inflammatory markers. So we're talking about people who are between like 20 and 40 years old who are healthy, which one would think they shouldn't have a lot of inflammation, right? But these folks actually saw this significant shift in terms of their inflammatory markers, which shows you the power of mushrooms. So that's one study. So you have Penn State saying, hey, we just found out that this has these anti-aging properties. Then you have University of Florida saying, oh my goodness, it's not only beneficial for the immune system, it's actually targeting inflammation, helping to ease inflammation. Well, one of the other things that we've been able to recognize through scientific research is the way that the mushrooms, when we take in mushrooms, whether it be in whole food form or even when we're taking supplements and getting that powerful extracted form, is the benefit to our gut microbiome. So, what does that lead us to? That leads us back to the immune system. Because remember, the gut microbiome and all of those little bacteria are there to keep you healthy. So, one of the nice things about this is they found out that the mushrooms serve as kind of like this vehicle, kind of a prebiotic, one would look at it as, for our good, healthy bacteria within the intestines. Why is that important? Because being it's working as this prebiotic, they found it also helped to regulate healthy blood glucose response. So the power of mushrooms is not just limited to your immune system. They have now been able to show that mushroom extract and having high amounts of mushroom in your diet, which if you follow a Mediterranean diet shouldn't be difficult to incorporate some mushrooms into that. But they've been able to show that mushroom extract actually helps to regulate and support a healthy insulin response. So, this is a really great way for you to support your immune system, ease inflammation, target the aging process, as well as have a healthy blood glucose response. So, I definitely encourage you go to the website invitehealth.com, look at the mushroom HX formulation. It might be one of those things that you might want to just kind of start to think about incorporating into your routine. Now, I will be back with you guys in a few more days talking about more wonderful formulations here at Invite Health. Have a safe and healthy weekend. Thank you so much.